Okay, so as discussed in the SolidWorks video, we have to draw part A. We have to draw an elevation in the direction of arrow A. So we can't we cannot draw this in elevation without an end elevation and plan. So we'll have to draw some of the elevation first and then complete it later. Okay, now B will be presented on the left of the elevation. So we're going to set our elevation up on the right hand side of the sheet or the center. There's my XY line. Now the length is 140. So I have my length 140. The center line is going to be 70 in. Okay, the height. Okay, the height of the body of the projector will be 50. So I can heavy up 50. Okay, I just move my visualizer projector. One sec now. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, this line is down 12 from the top and it'll be a hidden detail line in elevation. So I can drop down 12 millimeters and I'm going to mark across or draw a dashed line. There we go. Right, I can deal with these two lines. They're in 30 from the left and right respectively, and they're up 25 millimeters. They're up 25 millimeters. So they're in 30. And they're up 25. So okay, I can heavy them in. Now I'll just draw in my center line for my circle, lightly there. Okay, so I'm going to target the circles here. So the radiuses are 17, 40 and 21. So I can draw a light line here. I'm going to mark the radiuses of 14 from the center, 17, 21. I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to mark in those circles. So I'm going to just pause it and do it. It's just quicker and easier. So I've marked in those circles. Now for the sake of pace, we may as well divide these into 60-30 now, as we'll need them later. So you can divide your circles into 60-30 now. Okay, now, so I can heavy this line here, I heavy that line there. Okay, the next thing I can do is this rectangular box. Okay, it's in a depth of 5 on the right hand side. Okay, and it goes down for a depth of 28. So I can mark down 28. Okay, here, and it's going in 5 millimeters. So I'm going to go in 5. Okay, and it's going to be hidden detail lines. So hidden detail lines there. Now I can deal with the button here. Okay, it's in 35 from the left, the radius is 17, so the diameter is 4, and it's a height of 8. So I can mark in 35 from the left. Okay, I can mark 14, okay, from the center to the left and the right. Okay, and it's going to go up a height of 8 millimeters. So up a height of 8 millimeters, and I can mark them in. Now I can't do anything else in plan until I find this point here, and that point cannot be found, as you can see it's not on that line in the view, the elevation. So what I need to do is go to an end elevation to find it where this view appears as an edge. So I can do that later there. I'll start on projecting the plan from the elevation. Okay, so I'm going to take my set square, and I'm going to project all the lines downwards. So I'm going to pause the video as I do that. So I paused the video and just brought all the lines down. Now I'm going to start with the back line of the object. We can drop down 15 mil from the XY line. Doesn't matter the distance unless told otherwise. So the dimensions between the lines would be 25, 60, 35, and the cylinders stick out 20. So heavy line here at the back, then down 25. Okay, then we're going down 60. So 60 there, a further 35 then, okay, and then a further 20. So this would be a heavy line here, a heavy line here. Now, okay, this will be a heavy line, okay, from here, okay, so this one down until here, so heavy there, okay, and then this is going to be a heavy line in between the two midpoints, so the points coming down from the points coming down from the middle circle. It's not really, it's not perfectly in the middle, but the inner circle, the second circle, right? So there's a heavy line there for speed. Okay, I just fix that there. Okay, now we have a hidden detail line right down here. It's hidden detail here. Okay, the reason it's hidden detail is if you look over to the sheet here, it's underneath there. Sorry, as I was saying, you can see it's right underneath that point and that point, which is there and there. So that's why it's hidden detail here. All right, I can do the circle. That will be heavy, so I'm going to take the center point from elevation down. Okay, it's up 35 from here, so 35 there, and the radius will be 17, so I can just take my compass and draw in my circle. there we go. Right, I'm not going to do any more until I start the end elevation, because I want to be able to find this point here. In order to do that, I need this surface appearing as an edge, which is that dot connected to that one. So I'm going to draw in my YY line. So YY line is a vertical line that intersects the XY line. It represents the end vertical plane in plan and the end vertical plane in elevation. Now, I'm going to continue on my XY line. Okay, I'm going to bring this line over to the YY line and this one over to the YY line. 45 degrees up here. So 45 degrees up here. 45 degrees up here. Straight up then from your XY line. Straight up here. Now, I'm going to take this height over and this one over, and I can connect these as a heavy line together. These can be connected as a heavy line together. Okay, so that line represents an edge view of this surface here. Now, to get that point, we're going to measure 15 from the left in end elevation. So we're going to mark our 15 there. Okay, straight up. Oh, you nasty fucker. Now, I can bring this back down. Over. Okay, and then we're ready to start heavying. So I can heavy this here. I can heavy the other side. I just fix that there. It's a little bit inaccurate. I can bring this point over from end elevation to elevation. Okay, I can heavy them there. And here now. Okay, then I can complete the heavy detail in my plan. I made a small mistake here, so I need to rub out that line there. It should be connected to here. That's where it should be connected. So I'll rub it out now in a moment. So I rubbed out that small error I had made. Okay, now I'm going to focus on completing the end elevation, and then I'll complete the plan. So I can bring all the lines over to the YY line. So 45 degrees here. Straight up then. So that's a heavy line right up to there. Forgot to do the circle, the cylindrical button. So 45 degrees here. 45. So straight up. And then straight across from the button in elevation. So I can heavy this here. I do that. Now I can heavy over to here. Now I made a small error there. So that's not heavy all the way up to there. It's heavy to here. So just rub that out. Okay, and then this line is heavy here. So we'll do the cylindrical ones now. So I'll bring the middle circle over and the smaller circle. So I'm going to bring it over, it's heavy there. Then the inner one, I'm going to bring it over and it's hidden detail here. Then I'm going to go up to the top. Same again with a small one. Okay, it's hidden detail here. Okay, and then the middle one is heavy out here, and then the 21 one goes over to here, and then heavy to that line there, that one. Okay, now this is heavy all the way down then. Heavy there. I can do that rectangle, so it's over, up from the rectangle over here, which is there, and it stops at this height there. So that's heavy. Starts where there. There we go. Okay, now for finishing the plan, right, the middle circle is the heavy detail, so that's going to be heavy there, and it has to stop right here. Then the inner circle is going to be hidden detail. The outer circle is going to be divided into 60-30, which we've done. Okay, so I'm going to label the points and I'm going to change to a pen just to make this easier. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So if I can find a point in two views, it can always be found in a third. Now, we're looking for this line in plan, this curved surface in plan. Now in elevation it appears as a semicircle, in end elevation it appears as a line, an edge, because it's contained on this surface, which appears as an edge. So if we establish points on the curve here in elevation, we just bring it straight over to the line here. So I get started on that. So this is 6/0. So 5/1, 4/2, and then this is 0.3. So we're going to drop our lines down to the XY line. So 45 degrees till it hits the YY line. This one over as well. Okay, so we're going to drop the points down here. So I'm going to drop 0 down, and I'm going to bring 0 down. So 0 down over until it intersects with 0 coming down from elevation. So that's 0.0, and this is 0.6. All right, now 5 and 1, all right, is going to be here. So this is 0.1, so 1 down, 45 degrees across, so that's 0.1. I need to bring 0.5 down here, so that's 0.5. Then 2 and 4 we're going to bring straight down. So here's 0.2, 2, there's point 4, and then 3 can be brought down, so there's point 3. Okay, then we can freehand sketch these in. So freehand sketch the points in. Okay, and now that's the elevation plan and end elevation done. So the last thing we have to do is find the true shape of surface S. So that's surface S in elevation. Here's surface S in plan, and here's surface S in end elevation. So I'm going to find the true shape using an auxiliary. Okay, is one way, and I'll also show you how to find true shape using the rotation. So I'm going to line my set square up here with the surface. I'm going to put my t-square underneath it. So I'm going to slide, now I'm going to hold my t-square down. My t-square is not tight against the left hand side of the desk, it just has to be rested then underneath the set square. I'm going to slide my set square along. 2 projection lines. Okay, x1, y1 line. I'm going to call this A, B, C, D. Okay. Okay, A slash C, B slash D. Okay, so I'm going to take my compass and take the heights from elevation and transfer them over. So that's the height AC lift, find AC here. Mark it from the x1, y1 line, same with B to D. Lift, follow it along here, mark it in. So that's B1, that's D1, that's C1, A1. So the true shape is the points joined together. Now that's the true shape with an auxiliary. I'll show you how to find the true shape using a rotation as well. So I should put my compass on BD in plan. So this is the true shape with a rotation. So you can choose this method or the one I'm about to do now. Swing AC onto a line parallel to the XY line in plan. Bring it straight up. Okay, bring point A across. Now that's A2. Okay, and B2 is there, and D2 is there, and C2 is there. Okay, and there's the true shape. There's another way of finding the true shape. Okay, so that's the question complete. So that was 2009 section B, question 1. Cheers, thank you, bye bye.